Flooding the market, a break from the garbage. An artist, sensitive about mind pardon. No margin for error, flawless be rarer. The black cat goddess, you walking with a panther. Painting these pictures with words like Samantha, MacGyver. Alchemy on the track, make it lava. And I won't stop rocking till I retire. Singular or plural, she break numero uno. Colder than you.
Hey, it's your girl, Madam Money, aka Trap, and welcome to the official Sony Game I'm review of Vern Hayes' God Sent Me the Honest Gospel. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get it. Now, Vern is coming off a really dope project in Serene, you feel me? Just making a wave out there, making a splash out there. So, when an artist does something so, like, impactful as a Serene, because it's very community conscious, you feel me? It just speaks to that, to what was going on around us when that dropped. This next project, God Sent Me, you know, the honest gospel, he's leaning into his own spirituality and his own struggles with stuff and everything like that. I wanted to see how fluid this was going to be in regards to Serene, and I also want to see if he was going to be like flip his fucking, you know, his whole script around like a you know, a Kanye doing, you know, Jesus is King or some shit like this on this project. But no, this is, again, it's crazy how Vern is able to bring just that real life, like just realism into you, in that fact of, you know, like you can really relate to what he's saying on here. No matter, you know, no matter you a real nigga, you could relate to what he's saying on here. So let's get into it. First track on here, Genesis. I feel anointed just like Jehovah. Judas will show up soon as you go up. And this is just like real things. And he's really talking to you on this project, but he's really talking to himself on this project as well. Let's be real clear here. I caught that straight off the rip over here. A number of these tracks is produced by D-Les. This first track, the second track, to Exodus. And Exodus is so smooth. It has this a real groove to it. The whole album has a groove to it. You feel me? It has a real groove to it. The bars on here, this California, this California, but there's plenty of snow outside. Just a play off of what be going on and stuff like that. But this is where I want to say Vern as an artist, right? He has his own way about him, that even though he's taking different topics, like on Serene, he's being community conscious. On here, he's being more self-reflective. His style carries over so well that no matter what topic he chooses to like tackle or present to us or whatever have you, is gonna have this vibe to it. This real just laid back, real type of vibe on here, and it's the groove. You feel me? He has his own groove going on, and his world is this real groove shit. Now I could like this is really dope. I was really like surprised by this. I'm not gonna say surprised by it, but I was really happy to see Vern take this approach to a project like this, for real, because it's things that tie into Serene that gives you that full world, that you're not just taken back by, you know, what are you doing here? Like, it's never that. It's really fluid. It's so fluid, to be honest with you, that I really do need to go back and play Serene and then play this too, because, you know, I think him as an artist, he would say that these are two different projects, but they are one and the same because of his style. You heard? Next track on here, Forsaken. Sit it down. And that's like another play off of what he did on Serene on, you know, the score. You feel me? Like, you know, you know how, you know what we do, and all of these things that he uses and these techniques that he uses makes a discography like his be so fluid. And this is just what I want to stress here enough. Next track on here, Collection Plate, and again that groove on here, and he's talking about, you know, what you would do for money, what, you know, people do for money, what he would do for money, and how, you know, there's bad things that people would do for money and that he would do for money. Most of this is real personal, where he's talking to himself on here. He's looking in the mirror, he's talking to himself. Next track on here is Praise. And then, like, throughout this project is clips of a guy talking. You could tell that this guy's been through some shit. You feel me? This guy has had a hard knock life. no matter how it came across, no matter how he went into this, but you know, he's in depth with his spirituality too, and you kind of tell this guy, it's like, like a skid row type of person, but he has so much knowledge and spirituality that he's all right. You feel me? Even though you hear it in his voice, you know that he's all right. And I appreciate just those little clips of realism. Like, you're no different than that, guy that you see on the corner every day begging for money, or this, homeless girl or whatever that you see every day, and you might sit there snicker and sneer at. But these people have a lot more, like, maybe have more wisdom than you, and you might not want to discredit anybody. And I appreciate what he does on here. Dealing with depression, but lately I'm feeling alright. And that's just being real. Like, when can an artist just sit there and say, like, Vernon's somebody who is like public, private at the same time too. So we know some of the things he's been through this past year. So to say, dealing with depression, but lately I'm feeling all right. Like, I'm happy that he's in a space where he's feeling all right now. You feel me? And that's what happens when you invest in artists that you're invested in, and he's somebody that is worthy to check out and be invested into this world that he brings you in. Next track on here, Pillars, and this is produced by Schematics. This is like, I ain't gonna lie to you, this made me like remember, made me remember like a Ludacris track or whatever when it came down to production. But Vern don't never waver in what he's doing here. And yeah, he switches his flow up a little bit. It's not even, no comparison between his flow and Luda's on here. Just a sound just made me get that little feeling in there. So in the hood we ain't have no pillars. Before that's the opening on here. But the next little tidbit on here that made me think. Now, Vern, I was listening to this in the car test. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I had this bumping through my hood, you feel me? And one of the bars on here was, before crack, mom had no religion. Post crack, mom a full Christian. And it's like, yo, how, that's so real and so deep to me. Because how many people you seen, like, fall victim to addiction and come out and be the perfect, like, embodiment of spirituality, or whatever they believe in, because they had this hard road that they went down due to addiction. And I really appreciate what's going on here. Next track on here, Deceive. This is featuring Junior, produced by Wheelhouse. And again, I'm gonna tell you, JL, he did his thing on here. I appreciate this track a lot. Next track on here, Oh My, Clark Make Hits. This is the producer on here. And Vern on here, Rewind, tried to get ahead and I'm falling behind. And is this thing of just like real shit that be fucking going on. I really appreciate this album right here. Next track on here, Solomon featuring J-Lon, and this is produced by the one and only Daryl Dion. Salute to you, Daryl Dion. You feel me? I know you got good things coming in the works and stuff. I like J-Lon on here too, because he said, God lives between the kicks and the snares. And I like when somebody plays into that, and they really ripped this track. Last track on here, Something in the Water featuring that one chick, Uno. Like, yo, this is a real strong way to close out this project. This is like really like I don't want to say it's like an upbeat type of thing, but it's not heavy on you. And a project like this could get really heavy and really preachy and really over of what the content is that what he's trying to put out here. So to end this track off, in the album off with Something in the Water was really just like a high note to end it off on. I'm gonna tell you, this shit got real replay value too, and that's something that a lot of y'all niggas need to practice, because I find that something like this is so smooth, and Vern comes across with this groove so much that, I could play this shit with my mom in the car and she's gonna be digging this shit. You feel me? And that's just like across eras. Like, this shit is really dope what he put out here. So if y'all haven't heard the album, make sure you check out the album. Make sure you support the artist the proper way. You feel me? I believe this is on Bandcamp only. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you let Vern know how you feel about this. Let me know what is the best bars on here, best track, best beats on the album. But I'm about to get out of here. I'm Meta Money. You can follow me on Twitter and IG at Meta Money Says. It's what? MONEY. What? MADAMMONEYSAYS. I'm gonna tell you, I probably just like caught the Holy Ghost, you feel me? Or some shit like that. I have never fucked up an outro. Intros, I do it all the time. I got some crazy takes. I have never fucked up my outro because this nigga got me so lit. And with him just like talking about God and shit. I couldn't even spell my own name. You feel me? I felt kind of crazy to sit here and call myself Madam Money when he got a track like collection plate on this shit that is like, really digging into niggas. That's like me, to be honest with you. But let me know what's going on. You feel me? Again, I'm Madam Money. That's MADAMMONEYSAY. Yes, and as always, I'll be seeing you guys around. Peace.
Ready, steady, aim at the target. I'm flooding the market, a break from the garbage. An artist, sensitive about mind pardon. No margin for error, flawless be rarer. The black cat goddess, you walking with a panther. Painting these pictures with words like Samantha, MacGyver. Alchemy on the track, make it lava. And I won't stop rocking till I retire. Singular or plural, she rank numero uno. Colder than you know.